Oh, this is an ironic song to start the stream with. I was looking at my thing. Yeah, I have to leave that running in the background, otherwise my computer just crashes. Um, yeah. Here we are on this lovely 20 and let's see, paste this here. That should get him to show up a little sooner. It is currently it's the wrong window. It's currently this character's turn. Here we have with us Mr. Ogmu, played by Commonplace.
Hello.
Yes, we are exploring a pyramid that we spontaneously found currently. Here's my character. Yeah, next. Looks like this for a second. And it's Ogmo. He's playing a half orc, half Goliath. That is actually a free roll 20 token. That is this one for Jack Mist. Burb is, I believe, additionally a free roll 20 token. Though they are colored blue for their tint. They wanted to be blue. So I was like, okay, we'll just start with as blue as it can go and we'll work from there. Fighting skeletons. Specifically, what you see with your passive perception of 15, Monsieur Ogmu, is you see that these skeletons look very, very pearly white for their bones. And speaking of bones, they actually seem to be wearing bone armor. And you can see the ones behind the one that you just shot are actually carrying what appears to be some sort of bone type bow. Specifically a short bow. And we've got Burb, lined as a bat. Currently, they are in fog, so they have reduced vision range. So he's got a torch out, which is 10 feet of dim light and 10 feet of bright light. So that's well, normally it's 20 feet of each, but now it's 10 because of the fog. So total of 20. He doesn't really have dark vision, but technically you still know what's within 5 feet of you. So there's that. My character, on the other hand, similar to Ogmul over there, has 120-foot dark vision. So I can see the skeletons too. Burb cannot. Is the only character who wandered in here without dark vision. We've also got some drow that are helping us scout the place.
Well, we're just waiting on Burb.
Yep.
I'm getting my switch.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Mist might do something different depending on what Burb does. He might do Toll the Dead. He might do What's the other one he's got? Gosh, it's been so long. Look up my character sheet. With my 3 levels of exhaustion.
Ben.
Oh, he's got
Ben.
Firebolt and Magic
Ben.
Speed. And here we have Burb joining us.
Ben. Panic at the disco. Panic at the disco. No, Mike.
Are you sure? I hear they know how to move it.
I'm gonna kick one of you in the ankle. Kick Jackness because I was paid to say that.
No, you weren't.
Sure, wizards are known for dying to 1d4 of any kind of damage.
Well, yes, but no. Low-level wizards are known for dying from 1d4 of any kind of damage. I am not a low-level wizard. I'm a mid-level wizard. Upper mid-level. I'm
I have 1d6 damage. I'm right. I might be wrong. Where the heck am I? You're in the dark. I just realized I joined Untitled Full 20 campaign. I joined the one with what was it called? I joined the randoms game.
Good job.
I missed that game.
Also, there might be
There's so much fun being a warlock and just punching people with eldritch might.
I know, it's great, isn't it, Ogmul?
Eldritch Blast! Okay, I'm hopping on. I'm about to start Eldritch Blasting everything. Fuck going quiet. Everything knows where we're at.
I mean, that's possible, but you never know what happened. What type of damage is Eldritch Blast again? Force damage?
Force.
So it's just raw magic. Probably wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, as I was saying, you might expect a small lag spike when you connect a fine-tuned
If you run forward, there are skeletons in front of us.
Yes.
Perfect. More things to punch. More things to hit. You.
Monks in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen.
I give him advantage, but I'm kind of stuck behind him.
Yes. Well, that and the fact that I don't think he really needs advantage because most of the time he can just one-punch man them.
God damn it, I sound like a dying caribou. You caught Haruka in it.
You should be staring somewhere around your character type. If not, let me know when you load. This map is the equivalent of a 100 by 100. It's just the first floor.
Rolling 1d20. Your connection to the server has been interrupted. Anything you do right now will tend to send when you go back online. But to be on the safe side, you may want to stop doing anything foreign. You may want to check our status site for more info.
Well, they are functioning. It's just a small lag spike because as I mentioned, fine-tuned the fog, which meant I had to add a few extra tokens. And I also updated the map for the Dwarven settlement, the actual Dwarven town. So it's re-downloading like 4 megabytes for that. So yeah. I've got a lot of creatures. Lot of creatures.
It's an alpha hunter. Alright, I see me now. Okay, which way I can go? Forward. Okay. Which is to the left. Okay, on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Follow! Okay, let me look at my sheet. Herb is word.
Also, you still have your torch lit, right?
Is that a bad thing?
Where you're standing? No.
You're like, give me the cats, I don't give a shit. We can all die. I can make a new character.
We
can make new characters.
stand next to all.
So you carry your torch into the green fog? Or
Does something bad happen?
I asked first.
I think something bad's about to happen.
Am I about to regret all my life decisions?
Not all of them.
Okay, how many I got regret?
Possibly at least 2. Maybe 3.
Okay, what? Okay, how big is the kaboom? How big is the kaboom?
Hold on. First, I need to figure out how much there is.
Oh, God.
Like I said, we can make new characters.
All
All of us.
Well, for the whole Honda. Oh, God. It's like gotta be a nuke. That's the whole nuke incoming.
Burb's like, I got it. Runs into chlorine gas with a lit torch.
Yes, it's not like toothpaste.
Why not? It's
So that's one.
it's one of the primary ingredients in toothpaste.
So that's the nuke incoming?
Let's see. What happened?
Blues is a tactical noob.
2.
It's spelled like bleed.
Or no, flooring.
Fluorine. Oh.
Yes.
I am very sorry for what might happen to me. I am very sorry.
Right. Now I remember how fluorine reacts with fire. What they like to do in science experiments is they have a vial of fluorine gas, and they hold a lit match over it. Sometimes they use one of those little like extendo arms or just a really long match. But usually it goes. That probably didn't come through very well.
So is it going nuclear?
Essentially, the pyramid went pop.
Okay, so everyone's dead.
Immediately after Jack Mist had mentioned that we probably shouldn't carry our torches in strange gases. Yes. How fun!
We're all good characters?
I mean, unless that would have changed what Burb was doing, because Jack Mist had just said, you know, the drow were talking about like methane gas.
Burb put out the torch before coming into the gas, so you're gonna have to.
Okay, torch going out.
Remember where Ogmal was, and I guess Burb is now going to hang on to Ogmal.
I'm going to hop onto his back.
I would allow that.
Okay. I'd say you could help him, but you know, it's you've kind of got your hands full with a crossbow.
Ogmal's a strong guy. He could probably handle a Burb.
Yes, but I'm talking about for climbing on him. Like he could just hold you, but he's currently holding his heavy crossbow.
Okay, so all I need to do literally just throw myself onto his back. And just hang on to it.
I would say that since you are essentially doing this from like climbing downstairs, you could technically have advantage.
Okay, well, I need to roll.
Athletics at advantage.
Out of the cards. Dang it. At least it was not the nat 2, because that probably would know be worse.
It probably would be. Unfortunately for me, I can't invoke any bad luck on you because you don't have any bad luck cards.
I don't have a bad luck card. What?
I've used them all on your various other saving throws, skill checks. Speaking of which, don't you have something for skill checks?
I have reroll a skill or attack roll, plus 1d6 after making a skill or attack roll, and then a fortuitous circumstance.
Yes.
So you could re-roll that skill check.
Or just add 1d6. Or just add 1d6.
I don't think 1d6 is going to be enough.
Okay, roll it at advantage.
Round 2.
17.
Much better.
What if it was disadvantage? 17.
Even if it was normal, 17.
Yes. Don't forget to play the card, obviously.
Oh, yeah, my bad. There it is. Here, just plop that right next to Jack Mist. I popped it on to Jackness, my bad. And I got it. Jackness just got killed by a card. Where'd the card come from? Nobody knows.
Burb took off. A card flew out of his pocket, slapped Jack Mist in the face, stealing 1d4 card damage.
It's super effective. Bad make of many things. Blue will never put a stack of many things in his game. Alright. Alright. Have I achieved hopping on Wildmole?
Yes. 17.
Phrasing.
Okay, have I achieved becoming Ogmole's backpack?
Yes, you have achieved bouncing on Ogmole.
Alright, I'll see you wins later.
I mean, I totally wouldn't put a deck of many things in here. That would be crazy.
Blue, by the way, I do figure out a way that vampires can versus demons. Contracts with devils.
Well, yeah, that's still just playing into the what was it called? What's that thing that Strahd's trapped in?
The Dread Domain?
Yeah, it still plays into the Dread Domains, because that would be what it ends up leading to, is make a deal with me. Okay, you're not trapped in a Dread Domain. You have everything you want, but you're trapped in a Dread Domain and can't leave. Good luck. It's like, wait, what? I want to renegotiate this contract. Hello? This thing on.
See, I could have like a big bad vampire be sending out forces from his Dread Domain.
Well, yeah, they would send out forces, but they would be sending them out to retrieve people. So...
Not necessarily.
Well, yeah, kind of. They can't leave, even for the afterlife. So they're just kind of all trapped there. And you can only talk to the same 576,000 people so many times. Right? How does he know there's 576,000? He's the reason half of them are there. So yes. Then we get to Jack Mist's turn. Jack Mist, having his thick into accent, would like to take his boots of springing and striding. He will advance 30. He will extinguish his lantern of revealing. He will advance another 10. And actually, he would advance. I've got the Euclidean measurement. So I measured diagonals. That's not what I wanted. That's 65. Okay. Now I'm rattling. Oh, did I never place Bombadil? Or did I leave Bombadil outside?
I think you left Bombadil outside.
That's possible. It's familiar. It would die fairly easily from the gas. Because toxic gas. So, with 3 levels of exhaustion, let me open this without the character pop out. That way people can actually see it. Really? It's going to do this now of all times. So this is a common problem in Roll20. Technically, it's my turn, so joining as a player wouldn't be too terrible. Does, however, mean that I take forever to reload the page. I suppose we shall reconvene once the page has finished loading. Okay. Now the checklist has finished loading in. Now that I've finished loading in, I can resume walking forward my feet to 40. I've got 40 speed from boots of striding and springing. Oh no, that's not what's giving me 40 speed. It's the lycanthropic herbs, I believe it is. I've got something that's giving me 40. I don't remember what it is. I need to update my character sheet a little bit. But the boots of striding and springing definitely help. Let's see. I want fast. I believe I previously actually cast magic stone, didn't I? That's information on how poison gets calculated. Oh yeah, that's one of my homebrew rules. If you get a nat 20 on something, you get 1d20 experience, and then additionally it makes your skill or attack or save get a effective +5 to represent that it's really lucky. You know, that classic phrase of "oh, lucky shot." No way you could do it again. Does it again. It's like, oh, well. Um, huh. Why not done magic stone yet? You doing Eldritch Blast? Oh, here it is, magic stone. Okay. Yep. Then used one. Doesn't look like he used any others. So he's got 2 magic stones left. I shall use magic stone. This would be normal? Or no, this would be disadvantage. He's in dim light. And also I've got reload costume. 16 does not hit. Bounces off his shield. Ping! Jackness could have done better. Not been exhausted. Then we get to the drow. Drow were reconvening, sharing more information they knew. They discovered these are methane. It's got a few different things. Let's see. They discovered this one has some sort of electric charge. The drow also discovered this one, as well as this one, are both toxic. They're just straight up poison. They're poisons. And they also discovered. They also discovered that this lovely yellow gas here is nerve gas. As one of them fell victim to it. The players don't know that yet. They haven't fallen victim to it. They didn't bother testing the air to see what it was. They instead decided, no, we're just going to hold our breath in the strangely colored gas and just keep going until the color clears up. And sure enough, that worked. As long as they didn't inhale the nerve gas, they didn't exactly fall victim to it. They just didn't breathe. You know, they've been lucky so far. They've rolled very well. Some of these other gases include noxious poison gas. We've got explosive gas, methane. The white one is just regular mist. And the blue one that they identified is ionic gas. I don't know what gases are ionic, but it's an ionic gas. We're currently standing around a bunch of fluorine, so it's a good thing I didn't do firebolt like I was thinking. Then remembered, oh yeah, I put my my lantern out so that there wouldn't be any open flames. Instead of charging forward, Jackmas gets a brilliant idea. Hides behind the corner and yeets a fireball around the corner. Firebolt or fireball? Doesn't matter, it's gonna detonate the place anyways. Is it a good idea? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's brilliant. Nobody said it was good. Drow are going to. They're going to have a number of movement speed. Yes. 30 feet of movement speed.
Fair back.
Okay. So they will opt to stick together for now. Moving around the skeleton, they will attempt to dash, making it to there. Roll 2 athletics checks. Now, this is a problem that occurs when you have 2 character sheets with identical names, and only one of them has the stat that you're rolling. I could set them to NPC, or I could do target. Number 1. Athletics roll. You would think selected would work, but selected does not work. Instead, selected will look up the character name on the sheet, and that will cause it to look up the wrong sheet. It won't look up specifically the sheet tied to that one specific token. Ah, that could be a little problematic. Well, it is highly unfortunate. Oh my. That's definitely not the type of card they needed. This is going to hurt them a lot. Additionally, require making dexterity saving throws. 1 each. Ah.
Awesome.
Oh, fucking great.
Thanks, I guess, dickhead. Fuck you.
So YouTube, here we have Lillian Reaper of the Twitch channel. What was your Twitch again, Lily?
My Twitch. Twitch.tv/Lillian Reaper. LILIANREAPER.
Would you like to maybe hop on Roll20 and send that in chat on Roll20 so that...
Yeah. Why the fuck do you think I joined?
No, you joined just to be part of the crowd.
No, I was just a part of a crowd. I just left via chat.
Yeah, get it right.
So I hammered.
To watch other people suffering. Big difference.
I was playing mini-golf with a bunch of other dudes. We were all drinking too. It was like pretty fun drinking game, not gonna lie.
Let me guess. Every time someone got a hole-in-one, you drank, and then every time someone ran out of strokes, you drank, and then every time someone got in the way of someone else, you drank. Something like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
How many people decided to play field goal, field goal goalie?
There's no collision, sadly. I think if there was collision, it would have been a lot more interesting, but also much, much longer.
No, it wouldn't have been longer. Somebody
Yes,
probably
it
would
would.
have died from alcohol poisoning first.
Nah, bro.
Well, no, because of all the people who decided to play goalie. Go ahead. Go to put it in the hole. But it's like...
If there was collision, I definitely would have played going more than once. We were doing
And then they just
we were basically doing it as like catch up. So if you had the lowest number for that hole, you drank the most, and then if you had the lowest number for that hole, you drank the least. That would be all just like a similar skill level, and it worked because at the end we were all kind of
light competition. The person who had the highest score in the golf game drank the most, not the lowest.
No, the one with the lowest drank the most. The one with the lowest drank the most, because if they get drunker, then they'll eventually meet up with us. But as they kept getting more and more drunk, they kept getting better.
So the person who drank the most was also the person who did the best. And the worst. Both.
Correct.
It just both
Meanwhile, me playing, I couldn't make up my mind if I was good or if I was garbage. Because like every other hole, it was alternating between subpar or hole-in-one, and then
if I had $100
quadruple bogey and stuff like that.
If I had $100 for every time I've had that problem, Lillian, I wouldn't need a Patreon page.
That's pretty fair. By the way, I will be streaming tomorrow.
The difference is I'm not referencing golf. Also, I would like to point out, the drow might be experiencing technical difficulties.
What kind of technical difficulties? Are we talking about leaky pipes here?
Well, there's about to be some leaky pipes. Specifically the pipes at the bottom of the pit.
What is the bottom of the pit?
So let's see. They spent 15 getting up, and then they've got 10 left. Okay. So good news is because they failed their dex save, they actually didn't have enough movement to complete the jump. And so they instead decided to get a good running jump.
Who the fuck is running and jumping?
Round number 3, because if
Why?
because they got a 10 on their dex save, and so they ended up falling prone as they managed to land on the pressure plate that Burb triggered when he released the paralytic gas.
Oh, so this isn't anywhere near me. Never mind, my concern is normal.
No, you've also got concern, because if you look if you look around your character's folder for where you're at, you'll see that you've got a lovely little map there. You can actually now see where you are. Kinda big, huh?
That's terrifying.
Kinda big, huh?
Silence.
It's just casually let me see, 200 by 200 at 0.5. So it's a 400 by 400. Specifically, what I was doing for your map is I was in the process of going through and marking all of the doors on the map layer so that you know where the doors are, because not all of them have some sort of signal on the ground that there is a door there.
Not sure.
Are you putting it up in its own monitor?
I need the box monitor on anyway so I can open my character sheets and have Roll20, the map open, and the character sheets open at once.
I switched you over to the map you were looking at, so you can see just how massive it actually is for scale. But yeah, you can see where I was on drawing out the doors.
Hey, pussycat. What do you want?
Our skeleton 77. Believe these guys have advantage, specifically due from the fact that they are in dim light themselves, giving them an advantage on Burb. However, Burb is also in dim light because they've got dark vision, but we don't have light anymore. This is just normal. Oh.
That's an 18 to hit, and I believe it does hit Burb.
Yes, it does. That being said, the next skeleton over is also going to roll, so technically it's 23 also hits. Just
10 damage. Lovely. Burb got the duck. Wait. Remember, Burb's on my back.
Oh yeah. Burb climbed on you. So he would have moved over here.
So they would have. He would have some cover. Remember, because of the doors, remember?
Oh yeah. So you see this skeleton let loose an arrow, and you see this arrow just whiz right past you. And you hear a soft thud as it impacts the door. And looking over, you can see that it doesn't really seem to have any, like, fletching, any tail feathers on the arrow. It seems to just be pointy object. At least from what you can tell. the remainder is kind of embedded in a door. So, meanwhile, Burb sees an arrow sticking out inches from their eyes. Very Chandler Bing style. Remember that episode of Friends where he's just napping and he opens his eyes and Joey drills a hole in the wall right next to him and he's like, he storms out. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Oh, did I nick you? Nick me? You're using a screwdriver. Was it a drill? If you nicked me, I'd be dead." I was just referencing Burb's general look on their face when they are sitting on Ogmul's back and they see inches away from their eyes an arrow suddenly appear as it embeds itself in the door. So yes. Does Burb do anything in response to getting shot? Because I'm guessing a 23 hits.
He dies.
I'm guessing a 23 hits with its 6 damage.
Burb, you die, right?
Do you take 6 damage, sir?
Did he join us?
I heard him. Oh,
No, you did not.
I heard him.
Lies.
I heard him for a moment. By the way, Lillian, lovely cards you're holding.
Silence. I don't want to hear. Don't patronize me.
Just casually minus up to 2d10 saving throws and just casually insta-fail. Oh, I just realized something. So, like, technically they didn't get the bad luck card for getting the net 1 because they didn't have the movement. But if they had, they would have ended up getting fail a skill check, which is ironically about what they're about to make. So depending on if they fail this. Just reduce by maximum 22 damage. By the way, it's most of his HP.
Only 22 damage, listeners.
Well, considering the enemy is using a short bow, a regular bone short bow, with sinew string,
I might understand a little better.
Yes. It kind of makes it hopeless for the skeleton to actually attempt to do this. It's like, I shoot you in your head. I grab the arrow.
But yeah. I think he wants to just deflect. Yeah, it's like
I was sure.
move forward, you pieces of shit skeletons, so I can hit you.
Well, I mean, there is this one who's moving forward. Was that Lillian or Burb?
I think that was Lillian. Panic.
Zone to the ambulance zone.
Got him. Moves forward and readies an action. These guys are aware of us, but don't do anything. They don't know our exact location. Unmo, what do you do?
Take out my ball.
Mm-hmm. And make a dex save.
Oh shit, it's gonna suck.
As the skeleton reaches out and pushes on the pillar.
Fuck.
Hold on.
It's a card. Skill attack roll, 1d8 after. Are you shitting me?
Beautiful. So, Og will definitely fail. I wonder how Burb's gonna do.
Make a dex saving throw, or did I just message him?
I pinged him and said dex save.
I know I got 2 ping.
Why do you have what?
I got 2 pings and another Discord. I was just wondering why. Okay, from now on, I'm going loud. These things are getting Eldritch blasted the hell and back.
You walked forward, it pushed on the wall, and you got giant scimitar.
How much damage?
Currently looking at scimitars.
Scimitars are 1d6.
9 damage. Oh, it's got a little bit left, yeah.
I can heal that. I think. But yeah, this thing, the skeleton, it's getting a ball in the face. Roll a hit.
Well, kind of. There is the whole fact of the giant scimitar. As you recall, giant weapons are giant. And so they've got a reach of 10 feet.
Okay.
Thing is, scimitars kind of have to, arc their way through. So it kind of went like that.
Okay.
And so what it is you're both actually over here now. Aw.
What did the skeleton get on his deck save? I know he survived the damn scimitars.
Yeah, he definitely survived the scimitar. How lucky. He gets to choose his initiative.
Kind of unlucky.
Yeah, he gets to choose his initiative. He's already in initiative, but he gets to choose it now. He would like to invoke his card, actually. He would like his initiative to be 2014. Last attempt at surviving.
Come on, Boyle. You should only be able to use that card at the beginning of your turn. Beginning of initiative.
It was at the top of the round. And to be fair, he, like you, is currently pinned against the wall with a scimitar in him. Or at least he would have been had he not completely matrix dodged it. He would, however, still run right up to you. Like a dumbass.
Like a brainless dumbass.
He is a brainless dumbass. That being said, he's going to attempt to try to unclaw you. He did not succeed, I would assume.
Yeah, he failed.
And then Ogmul mauls him in the face, I believe.
Yes.
So we just use the roll before. And yeah, you just smash him against the wall. Over the scimitar. Fortunately, you don't manage to apply too much pressure to the scimitar. What armor are you wearing again?
Blend.
Very useful. Very useful. The layering is very effective at spreading out dispersing the weight from the pressure.
I want to destroy the scimitar.
I mean, where you're at, it's just blade.
It's just laying on me.
It's pinning you to the wall currently.
I want to destroy it, or I want to break it, so I can take it with me.
Do you got anything that can reach?
Reach what?
10 feet.
Like a glaive.
That would work. I believe you also have extra attack, right?
Yep.
Oh, but that would require switching all when you did that.
Yeah, it would. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But you know what I can also do?
Action surge?
I can't action surge.
Oh, right.
But I can giant smite.
That would be effective. However, this one's kind of up in the air on whether or not you would be considered having enough room. It is pinning you, but it would be you growing to a size that makes it just a weapon, essentially, instead of this large hunk of metal. That you ever so dexterously dodged to a degree. You dodged in a way that it didn't completely wreck your armor.
So yeah, I'm going to giant smite.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Ah, okay. So that's action to hit the skeleton, bonus action to giant smite, and then I'm guessing by that point you can just extra attack maul the scimitar as well with giant smite. That would break you free.
I forgot to turn on giant smite for the other thing.
That's fine.
An extra 8 damage.
Oh, right. Because this also... yeah, it's 1d6 damage. Why is it 2d6? That's a discrepancy. Oh, it's because you're large. Right. So what is he's getting this effect, and then this effect gets applied, which multiplies his number of dice. So he gets 1d6 turned into 2d6.
Yep.
That's why he's able to roll higher than a 6 on a 1d6. It's because it's a 2d6, because he's large. Ogmul is now as big as the pillars. He just slams his hammer into the part of the blade that's sticking out of the pillar, and he just hears this very obvious crack as he hears wood splinter.
And you know what the fun part is? None of my movement was used.
That's partially true. You ran up to the skeleton, remember?
Oh yeah. Where was I then?
You were just in front of Jack Mist, I believe.
No, I was just right around here. So I think I've got like... I can't remember how much movement I have. I'm gonna move in front of her. And then my turn. With my back turned to the skeleton, so I'm behind my doors. I can't see him coming.
You can't see him coming, but you can sure as heck feel them coming once they start shooting arrows into your back. Let's see, where is... There used to be like a shortcut for the keys.
Lillian left?
Advanced hotkeys, here we are. Did they get rid of the show previous move? X.
Do what?
It's X. Except you moved your token, so there's no way to know where you were before. However, if that's where you guys were originally. And show. So if you left off, you got slammed into the wall. Oh, right. You would actually take at least one more damage from momentum. Because you really weren't expecting it. Hence, failed exit. Then you got large. Yeah, up there.
Now the bow a little bit more.
A bit more. That way you're covering for Jack Mist as well.
Yep.
That's good, because Jack Mist is about to run out of pebbles. Running out of pebbles! Not that kind of pebbles.
I'm probably gonna have to go soon. No, it's only, oh yeah, right, it's only 8:45.
He's like, stop booping me. I put, oops, the burb. Your turn, burb. I'm guessing Lillian probably stepped out to get food.
Yeah. God damn it, I hate when I get a haircut. It feels so weird.
I feel the same way after I trim my beard. It's like, I'm not used to it. I like motion to get the stuff out of my beard. My beard's just not there anymore. And it's like, that's weird. I'm used to having a mustache, but I need to constantly move out of the way. Yes, because Jack Mist totally requires color.
This isn't being shot at right now.
Not yet. Yeah. My roll 20 doesn't like the way I opened my character. I gotta relaunch it. Oh, massive black spike.
Yikes.
Wow. Uh, in return. Just reading up on a comment that space engineers have posted in their news stream on Steam, saying that they stand with Ukraine and Russia because they stand with people. No, I don't care which side you're on. They stand with people. Are you people? They stand with you. Ah, yes. Alerting him to the trap that he keenly dodged, despite being the only one who didn't see it coming.
That's a monk for you.
That's a monk for you. He's still fairly low level, too. He's only level 7. Look at my live stream. Check out what Burp sees.
Oh God.
You and your VTubers that you watch.
Yeah, Burp sees jack shit.
Yeah. When he says, I can't see anything, he means it less metaphorically. But also partly from a large oddball standing in the way. All you have to do is just follow the direction the arrows are coming at you from. Right? Oh, something else I realized. You guys have open wounds. What does fluorine gas do to an open wound?
I don't know why you fill this place with gas. It seems like everything you want us to do is not come in here.
It's filled with traps for a reason. There's a mummy lord in it. I mean, would you want the mummy lord to just be able to walk out the front door just chilling?
I would say, I would have made it to where we can set off the traps for the gas. That way it's just like we fucking blindly stumble as we're stumbling along. Instead of them all being triggered at once. Like, there's no way for us to go through here. If it's just like, oh, if you have open wounds, you're going to be hurt anyways, what's the fucking point? But I can see why you do it that way.
Well,
It is smart.
I actually hadn't even thought about it in advance. It just dawned on me, like, there's fluorine gas. What does fluorine do to the human body when exposed to open wounds? Number of health issues. High concentration during childhood when teeth are developing can result in what's this? Mottling of the teeth, and if severe, it will also calcify the ligaments. Ooh. Ligaments.
So apparently it doesn't do anything to open wounds. I'm reading a government document. What are you doing? Yeah, we're leaving this damn place. I'm not gonna fucking deal with this damn pyramid, though. Not yet, at least.
Maybe in a few levels, right? Look at
I'll send Pinky in with some boom booms. Pinky blow the shit up.
I mean, they will, but do you remember how much methane was in there?
Well, guess what? I'm about to light a torch, and we can all go up. How much will we level up, though?
See, this is why it's kind of a relevant thing that you level up when you long rest. So makes it a lot more relevant, doesn't it?
But yeah. But yeah, the fluorine gas doesn't do anything to open wounds. Luckily enough. But it can affect us, and it is affecting us, so.
Yeah. It'll petrify you if you spend like 100 turns in it. Or something. You'll look as healthy as the skeletons. Well, not skeleton one. He doesn't look too healthy, but his bones look pristine. Not a bit of flesh to be seen. It's all been calcified. I'm just gonna assume he skipped his turn. Since he hasn't seemed to respond. Jack Mist is going to. Yes. He's having armor made, so I'm keeping track of it. Jack Mist is going to use. Jack Mist is going to use a spell slot for a spell that he rarely casts. Just because he can.
Okay, Bert's probably going to take a few steps backwards out of gas.
Let's see, where is it? Spell secrets. Let's see. When casting a spell with a spell slot, and the spell deals acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, radiant, force, thunder damage, I can substitute that damage type with one other type from the same list. I can change only one damage type per casting of a spell, though. I replace one type for another by altering the spell's formula in the middle of casting it. Once per short or long rest when casting a spell with a spell slot, and it requires a saving throw, I can change the saving throw from one ability score to another of my choice. I think I will cast Radiant Knife. Intelligence save. Yeah. So he will disadvantage shoot at 17. No thing for it, but no, 77. Sorry. So they took 3. Yeah. So they took 3, and then they all need to make a difficulty 18 intelligence saving throw. The skeletons have to make an intelligence saving throw. How dumb could they possibly be? Well, one of the ones that you guys jumped was using their sword to sweep the floor. It's a short sword, and it wasn't even touching the floor. This is going to be interesting. Oh, wait, there's only 3 of them over there. Still. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like number 80 up here. Got this lovely card. Reroll skill or attack roll. That is 9. And they all look very angry. More importantly, I get to roll on this. What did I get? Oh no, wait, no, that's for him. He deals half damage for 1d4 plus 1. Oh. So for 3 rounds, he deals 1d. He deals half damage. Yeah. Presuming he survives that long.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Ooh.
All right.
And then I think Jackass needs to pop up. Window. Like requested. It's supposed to pop out the window. At least this time it didn't take absolutely forever for it to exit. Oh, I was looking at fluoride, not fluorine. Well, I guess it's technically the same thing. Oh, he says he follows the outlet.
Hmm?
Oh, I checked Discord and Burbot said he follows the odd rule.
Okay.
Jackness doesn't really have anything he can do to brighten the place up.
And this is why we need to. This is why I should have. I know what spell I'm going to find. What cantrip?
You're gonna look up light, huh?
Yep. I'm going to learn the light cantrip. At least then, I can't trigger anything.
I mean, you can. Just triggers different things.
Yeah, but I don't trigger explosions. Because it's a magic light.
That's true. It does have a much lower tendency to cause detonation.
But okay, you're going to draw right now.
Athletics. Oh,
Lovely.
so they go to do a lovely Prince of Persia wall run and immediately slip on dust as they plummet to their inevitable demise. Especially with that card that I held on to for fail on a skill check. Just in case they manage to once again roll a nat 1. Okay. Let me just roll some damage here. Let's see. I believe it was first the fall. Then we've got poison, which poison is that? Is oil packet. Ah. Well, they would be coated in oil packet. They need to make a difficulty 13 con save or become poisoned.
probably about to lose a drow.
Possibly. Very possibly.
Well,
I'd say she had a good run, but, well, it was specifically the bad run that caused them to fall into a pit and get impaled on spikes. Let's go ahead and deduct the 17. Let's see. And then there is damage from the spikes, which would be exaggerated damage. Oops, wrong direction. There we go. So yes, the sounds of elven profanities can be heard somewhere near the entrance of the dungeon. Off to our left somewhere. Sounds like they're up ahead. We must have looped back. Okay, now let's see if she can resist bursting out laughing at the sight of her friend's misfortune. Nope, she's good, good. So she looks down and goes, "Oh shit, are you okay?" No, I'm not okay.
do what?
They look down the 50-foot pit, 5 foot wide, 50-foot deep.
Oh, we lost the drow.
Well, they looked down and they said, "Oh shit, are you okay?" They shouted up, "No, I'm not okay. Get me out of this pit." The skeletons did not like my ice knife. I thought it was a very ice knife. But apparently they didn't agree. So they are going to run up. And then they are going to run up. They are going to run up.
They're all about to hit Osmo's backside.
They all ready in action.
Come on. They can't fucking do that.
Why not? You can. Oh, right. This guy's very much dead.
The moment I turn around, they're going to shoot Jackass.
No, they seem to have swapped to their scimitars. Or at least they seem to be swapping to their scimitars. They've got their shields equipped.
I turn around.
Do you reference any bardic inspirations for your upcoming plan?
So have you ever heard of the movie Rolling Thunder?
I've heard of it, never seen it. Like, I know nothing about it. Is it airplanes?
Well,
Because I wasn't thinking daylight come and we all go home. We all want to go home. Was very accurate for what you were about to do.
no, but this might be fun.
Would you like to MC it for us? Oh. Okay. Which two are taking the hit? 77 and 17. Okay. That's fair.
Is it normal?
We're not in any light sources, so this would actually be a disadvantage. They are considered in dim light at the moment.
Damn it. Damn it. Oh well.
You shoot at what you think was their head, only to find that you blew off some shoulder pads.
I can run back on him again. Bracing for the upcoming damage.
That's fair. Surprised you didn't dodge.
They gotta get through the cover first.
Yep.
He's following me, so
Yes, but he's not aware that he has seen lots of fireworks. In the form of Eldritch Blast, as well as Ice Knife turned into Radiant Knife. And instead of a dex save to dodge, it's Intelligence. Which they had a -2.
how do I role play this? Like, because I know there was a way that it was just like Ogmold does this.
It's /EM, and it prefixes it with your name. So, like, /EM saw Radiant Knife and Eldritch Blast briefly illuminate the skeletons beyond on the shields. There you go. It's like, we should run. We should go that way. Also, I forget, don't you have like something that negated some of that scimitar damage from earlier?
I do have second wind.
No, negated.
No, I have no way to negate it.
Oh.
I could pop my bonus action and pop my... Well, I do have a rune that I could pop.
Oh, yeah.
But it would have been my bonus action.
Yeah, you had that. You didn't do that before walking up to them because you just thought, lumbering skeletons, it's fine. Nope, every time they moved, ready action. Move, ready action. Move, ready action. Why? They were instructed. Don't dash, just move, ready action. Move, ready action. They had very careful instructions. Some of them were actually armed with weaponry, expecting company. They were like, oh, that's not what we were expecting, so they put their sword away and swapped to their longbow, or short bow. But by that point, Jack Mist had yeeted himself away from the corner that he hid behind. Then we flanked them. But they saw us because we were just fast enough for the last guy in line to spot us. And so in Skeleton, because they don't have any other language or vocal cords, they said, clatter, 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 and pointed. Then the others looked, and then the others saw us. The others. The one that pointed at us, well, he's over there next to the giant scimitar that he broke off the wall. I just realized, technically, I'm not sure if your giant's might would revert it to a normal size scimitar.
It would go back to its normal size.
Well, you can imbue yourself with the Might of Giants. As a bonus action, you magically gain the following benefits, which last for 1 minute. If you're smaller than large, you become large along with anything you are wearing. So I guess it's exempt from the fact that it wasn't on your... Well, technically it was. Technically you were wearing it as a attachment to your scale mail, was it? Or no?
Lance.
What is it?
Lance.
Splint mail, yeah. You were wearing it as an attachment on your splint mail, technically. So technically it qualifies for that to an extent. If you like the room, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saves. Weapons deal extra damage. Yeah, there's nothing really excluding it. Like, normally it would be argued that, you weren't wearing it at the time, but technically you were in your chest. You're just like, yeah, this is no bueno. Largify and yank. Well, smash. Something like that.
Yeah, I smashed it.
Yeah. You were like, I don't want to be trapped by this anymore. Hits it. So yeah, there's a possibility that if you just pick it up, when your giant's might wears off, it'll just turn into a normal scimitar. This only doing roll 20.
Alright, I gotta go.
Okay. Oh, he's just now responding. All the times, right?
Yep.
I didn't see what he.
And I mean, type that in on the wall.
I mean, we could say that you said it in character.
No, I'm not talking in the fluorine gas. I don't know what it does, but I'm not talking in it.
It just slowly petrify your insides. That being said, your crossbow doesn't look too healthy.
No, good. I mean, this card goes into effect. My bad luck card goes into effect.
Oh, so it does. Go ahead and play that one.
Hey, you're the one that said it.
That's true. So leave that over there so that he recognizes it's connected to you, not him.
But yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Mist is just cowardly wizard. He's afraid of what this gas might do to him more than more than what it might do to his outfit. The irony is, Burb's character is mostly unaffected by the gas. They've just got brass knuckles. Just non-magical brass knuckles. If you're wondering why it's filled with mist, it's because what happened was we were out here harvesting this tree that had been struck by lightning. Then one of his wild boars, well, they weren't wild, but one of his boars had managed to find some magic beans. And so one of them had turned into a tree, an Australian cashew nut tree specifically. And another one turned into a pyramid. He had eaten a rather sizable agate. And so there is this massive agate topping the pyramid. And supposedly on the top floor of this pyramid is supposed to be a mummy lord. But when we walked in, after solving the riddle, which was my own design, then we found that there was a stairwell down, partly due to the massive lack of space that is actually available in this pyramid. I don't know what type of pyramid I was supposed to build, so I just built a regular pyramid. This thing is not very large. I mean, it's very large, but it's also not very large. It's not very spacious. Meanwhile, this map is very spacious. Very, very spacious. Oh, right. The drow also needed to make a con save for the nerve tox. Let's see if they fail. Aww. They barely managed to pass before plummeting out of the gas cloud and taking a bunch of extra damage that they already had calculated. Anyways, it's been a lovely live stream. A couple hours here. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Helps me, helps the channel. Tells YouTube that this is the kind of content that you enjoy watching. I don't know why my concurrent viewers has just read 0 the entire time. I think that's maybe a readout. No, just reading 0. For some reason, it hasn't tracked the fact that I've been watching from here. This counts as a single playback. So it's not even recognizing that I'm playing my video. It's not accurate. Yeah. You know. Anyways, thank you for watching. And have a lovely live stream. I'm probably going to play some Planet Side 2 in a little bit. I'm probably just going to farm certification points in Planet Side 2. But with that, I suppose I'll end my live stream. Since Lillian had gone wandering off somewhere without telling us. You know, the other two left. One of them had to go to bed, and the other one is doing whatever they're doing. They never told us. They never did. Kind of a problem. Yeah. Alternatively, I might play some StarCraft 2. Weekly mutation is actually kind of nice this week. Kind of like it. Duplicate my tab. Ah, it's a fun song. It's on Friday 5. They'd accidentally scheduled it for next Friday at 5 for this one. And it's like, no, that's supposed to be today. Let me just set that for like right now. I made this full of Roman numerals. It's literally just Roman numerals. Yeah. A fun thread to read if you're looking for stuff on Roll20 is this thread here. Some people really don't recognize his code style. Yeah. This thread is very useful. Go to the first page. Go to the first page. Thank you. He's got this directory here. If you look, you actually find I have contributed multiple times to this list. Multiple times. multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Pre-linked tokens, placeable light sources and spell radii, hidden stats, attributes, and abilities. did an addendum on the use images in the default template. And then I actually posted one that nobody had managed to post yet, a bypass for blank ability calls in math. It really helps with the 5th edition sheet, but primarily it just helps with all of Roll20 because that's default, that's basic. Rollable encounter images. You can just drag and drop the image on. Nestable rollable tables free user version. So all my free users out there, all my fellow poor people, I got you. You know, I know what it's like. What you have to do is you have to name the table as a number. And then you just have an insane network of numbers that you're referencing. And then you eventually reach the sum, and that will print out what the result is. You can launch game in player or GM mode, which they kind of implemented as a button. You can now launch as player. Responding to an old thread in the forums, which was referenced because if I scroll all the way down, it says, this post is more than 2 months old and has been automatically closed. Please start a new thread if you'd like to discuss this topic further. However, if you go all the way to the last page, page 23, here we are. Post reply. It's not a locked thread. It's still going. As a matter of fact, there's people posting just days ago. Wait, what was the time frame reference on that? Oh. Well. It's kind of awkward. Also, to answer this guy's question, you would want keep highest 1. So 2. I know what it's like. He's, or she is diving in blind effectively. And yes, that's what my avatar looks like. I've got a camera account, but I can't really live stream from the camera account as easily. This game's been around a while. It's actually like nearly 7 years old. At least 5 years. Oh yeah, 7 years old now. At least. It was at least in 2015. Now it's 2022. That's 7. Yeah. I shall see all you lovely pearls. Boys, girls, non-binary pearl. Sorry. I need something to drink. I shall get that immediately after I end the stream. I shall see all you lovely boys, girls, non-binary pearls next live stream, where I probably will be fighting off bad guys who are also fighting off bad guys. There's just no good guys. Everybody's bad guys, so they just fight each other. The bad guys fight the bad guys. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I will see you all next time.